Shalom, guys. I hope that you are doing well today. Welcome in. Today is Friday, October the 31st. Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning back and you have stuck with me in any length of time, I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and those of you who are new subscribers, welcome back. If you are brand spanking new, first time ever clicking on today, my name is Shannon Hensley. I'm out of Kansas City, Missouri, USA. I do a different type of a work here. I look at real heavy energies that are in another dimension that really are playing out in this realm through people who are open up to stuff. So it might be a little different type of a reading channel for you, but the Most High is going to speak. This is not about nothing except the Most High revealing for protection's sake, people who will get up and do upright things so that that karmic activity doesn't hit in a really bad way, because we're doing upright things in the earth towards the Most High God. And it's not a religious channel or anything like that, but we are spiritual for righteousness' sake. I won't speak outside of what the Most High says about righteousness and truth. So it can be very sharp sometimes because I feel energy, and I am known to speak sharp sometimes. And so I just like to warn. All right. All right, let's get in here. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. If you are down and out today, I send you love and light. Been there, done that. All of us probably have a t-shirt for it. I just send you love and light, and I pray for you. I just want also my subscribers to know that I do lift you guys up in prayer, and I hope that you do the same for me. We all need one another in the earth. It's heavy energy sometimes in the earth realm. All right, we got 3 cards coming out, and before we get into the tarot, I want to draw from this deck. And so this is like, I think, the 3rd time this last week that God's brought this out. He says it's by humility and by the fear of the Most High God are riches and honor and life. Actually, that's not the card, but he tells us in the other card that did come out a couple different times that we find life and honor and mercy when we're in righteousness. But to be in righteousness, we humble ourselves, right? So somebody needs to humble themselves. There's been a war out here. I'm gonna paraphrase this because the lighting in this room is really hard for me to see, and my glasses are broken, and I haven't had them for a long time. But this is Ephesians 6:11 through 18. It's telling us to put on the whole armor of the Most High God, the helmet of salvation, the way we think, keeping it pure. Anything stupid, nasty, disgusting that ain't of some type of a truth, we cast it down. Our helmet of salvation that's telling us that we're wrestling against wicked energies that are in very high places. So again, spiritual warfare that we all find ourselves in daily in situations. Devil energy wants to trap you up if you are upright and you do walk by your conscience. It says to put on the whole armor of God so that we may be able to stand against the devil energy. We had 2 devils that came out the other day, and Jezebel came out the other day, and God said he was going to kill some wicked people, and he brought it out in wording and picture, and I've said it over and over because it's worth repeating. That kind of stuff that comes out, especially for new people, to understand that God don't mess around here. And if we don't have the whole armor of God on and righteousness on our breastplate where our heart area is, God says we don't cover our heart, that issues flow out of it. And it comes out of our mouth, because out of our heart, mouth speaks, and we're also told out of our heart. Is murderous stuff that can come out. Hold on just a second. I've got to turn my sound off. Anyway, this is just telling us to put the whole armor of God on. Stay in peace. Wear shoes of peace wherever we go. We have this shield of faith, which quenches every single fiery dart of any kind of enemy. And the word of truth, which is the sword. And we stand and we pray. And anyway, you can read about this in Ephesians chapter 6. And it says, before destruction comes, the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility. So he brought out 2 cards that have humility or a destruction, because somebody's going to be haughty in some type of a warfare here. Up to you and I all day long. What's at the bottom of this deck? It says, I don't even know if I can read it. It says, blessed be the name of Jehovah forever and ever. For wisdom and might are his. We got a lot of people thinking, look, I got all these credentials. I went to school after school. I got my bachelor's. I got all this kind of stuff. And all that wisdom comes from God. And if you have gone through that stuff, that's a great accomplishment. But we're talking about somebody today who's haughty and puffed up in pride because God keeps saying so. And it's coming from this wicked place. And all the wisdom and honor comes from the Most High. And he says that he's the one that changes times and seasons. He removes kings, and he gives wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. And he reveals deep, secret things. And he knows what is in darkness because the light dwells with him. And we don't walk with God. We are in darkness, and we grope in the darkness. And we don't see where we're going, and God's given us spiritual eyesight here today to have some type of understanding that we're in a warfare today, and somebody needs to humble themselves or they're not, and there is no riches and honor in life for people who ain't going to walk humbly and pursue some type of peace. And there's an enemy out here. Somebody's going to be removed, and it's talking about a headship possibly that's going to be changed. God's changing in his time. He's going to change some times in a season, and he's going to remove and set up kings. Some of y'all got promotions coming. Congratulations. Let's say, what are you going to bring out here? Because there's a scripture, I don't know how it's exactly worded, but I just heard the Holy Spirit says, I take the poor or the needy or those who have been oppressed, however it's worded, just somebody who's just hit rock bottom, and I take them out of the dunghill, is what it says. And he's been bringing out that word excrement, and some people have literally went through crap in a very spiritual, literal sense, and God's fixing to take somebody right up out of the dunghill itself. So this is the hangman. I kept seeing the hangman last night over and over. It didn't matter what deck I picked up, it kept coming out. And so this is about an awakening in this deck. The hangman is about seeing things from different perspectives and looking from every angle. This is a very creative house. It's a very dangerous house in the negative because we do have a warfare going on. In the pictograph language, this is a predator, and this is about the shepherd's staff and beating off a predator, but we can't do that without the shield of faith. Somebody's going to have to stand in some type of faith because the warfare is real out here. And this is about seeing things from different perspectives, or humbling yourself now, or waiting, or looking from different angles to figure something out. Can be prison energy as well. You could be dealing with the Pisces, don't have to. Somebody could be dealing with psychedelic behaviors with this card coming out as well. It can be that as well. So the hangman's, and so if you're feeling like you need to wait on something or look around and see what you need to do, then somebody needs some strength to do that. Strength card is out here. It's about taking courage to do something. This says great inner strength. It's because the battle's real out here with this scripture coming out, and it says to release harsh judgments, okay, by humility, or haughtiness is going to destroy somebody out here. It's going to take great strength for somebody who needs to forgive something, I feel, out here today in a war for some of you all that's already taken place, and do what's correct. Show me what else you want to bring out here. There's been betrayal out here, and the scales are going to be evened out. So this is the Six of Pentacles in this deck, but we see the great big scales, and God said if they're uneven, they're abominable to him. Ten of Swords, there's been a betrayal. Again, if you are dealing with somebody who's got psychedelic behaviors with the hangman, with the 12th house, bringing that energy in here. Ten of Swords in this deck talks about addictions. Okay, but that's about a betrayal of something. So somebody gave something, gifting of any kind with the Six of Pentacles. It started some type of warfare. Somebody's got harsh judgments. You have to humble yourself so God can lift you up out of something just energetically. Somebody's hit rock bottom in some dunghill type of energy. And let those scales be evened out, and God do what he needs to do in the truth. And you could be dealing with a big Libra here, because we see those scales, and the King of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. And that, you talk about sharp with the King of Swords coming out, if he ain't in the upright, he is a, my God, full-blown psychopathic, full of himself, puffed up in his pride and haughty. If he's in the upright, he's a great leader, and he's just going to tell it like it is, and this is the facts, and the facts only, and he's very calculated with something, and in this warfare, whatever this is, somebody had to stand up just like that in humility, even if you are going against some type of a leadership here, let God lead you. This is about being receptive to something with the Ace of Cups underneath him, but he was at the bottom of the deck here. Let's take from this deck. What else you want to say today? There's the gift, and then some imprisonment around. So there's something legal here with these scales, and the King of Swords represents authority. So there's a kingship out here. What are you going to bring out here most time? The pathway and work. They wanted to come out in the reverse. So the pathway is long-term stuff. Somebody could be on their job long-term or was on their job. We had the word fired come out, and I spoke yesterday that before the camera even came out, the word fired was coming out in a different deck. So we have toiling and laboring in the reverse. If somebody went the wrong way at work and did something, then there's a warfare going on. Somebody feels stuck, imprisoned in something, or something happened at work that is literally got a legal matter, a legal something to it, then so be it. Money is out here. It says sudden wealth. We got bad health, and we've got a courtship going on as well. So there's money around. If this is a relationship at work, something's wrong with it, and the relationship's got just something bad. It's unhealthy. Unless you're going to humble yourself in something that needs to be humbled out here to fix a matter with your boss or whatever this is. Show me what's in the hidden space here. Why is this coming out? There's a courtship that was in the hidden space the other day at work. So here it is again. Always comes out on this platform. A lot of stuff going on in people's workplace. I just heard double laugh. Somebody got double laugh at work. Double laugh. What's in the hidden space here? So the pathway came out in the reverse again in a totally different deck. That's amazing to me, how God speaks. So anyway, the crossroad card. This is plotting. Deep plotting has been out here. Somebody's made a decision, and then the key in the reverse. Things that have happened behind closed doors, but somebody could have seen something in the hidden space. It's taken place, or heard something behind closed doors also in the hidden space, where there is a decision or plots in a relationship, or work relationship, co-worker, or an actual whatever the relationship is out here. Somebody very stern out here with this King of Swords. What else is out here, Most High? The key is about knowledge. Somebody didn't use their head. I guess they didn't. The child card is coming out, crossing in the hidden space. This is stumbling up on information. I feel like it's halfway. Somebody kind of stumbled up on something. And then the fish card in the reverse. It's about finances and having independence. But somebody feels imprisoned out here around something that's taken place at work with this money that was given here. Something was just sudden wealth around a situation. There's no independence now because of whatever somebody's done. Somebody's having to release some like harsh judgments out here. He was at the bottom of the deck just a second ago, and here he is again. This is a professional that's in your hidden space. Any dark-skinned individual that is you, and some of you are upright with this energy, and some of you all are not. This is a partner card or a co-worker energy. This is somebody possibly that's also stocky. Don't have to be for some of you all. This is a professional, and so if you are upright, then we do have a professional here with the King of Swords. Got somebody out here who leads a bunch of people. It's a professional, and you see all these people waiting for a command. There's a commander energy is out here. There is an authority that's out here. The wheel is poking out as well. Archangel Michael appears. Archangel Michael had to get up in here. He stands for the people of God, is what we are told. He don't stand for no one else but the people of God, the people of righteousness. So if you are, Archangel Michael is here. And God kept bringing out a couple different times this week that the angels are here to help. I kept seeing that card, and so they are here to help, and something's crazy going on in a really high volume place with the Ephesians 6 coming out. We wrestle against wickedness in very high places, it says. So there's a real wickedness in government. In some places, it's governments and things like that. The moon also is here. Let's take some word cards. What words do you want to bring out, Most High? Electronics. Well, of course, they're involved in stuff. Comes out all the time. And the word burn. Something could have been branded, charred. Somebody's skin could have been burned in some type of situation, in some warfare, or there is some type of a caution out here. Obviously, if somebody did get burned in their skin, then there's harsh judgments. That's a big energy to have to deal with. Maybe somebody literally burned somebody. And there's a wickedness out here for the last few days. Anyway, whatever. There's also people burning and branding people's work and calling it their own on electronics, and that's also wrong. A cook, somebody who cooks, or something happened around eating. There's a love situation. Somebody says, I want to hold your hand and I want to walk with you and I want to kiss your face, and it's a truthful wish out here. And there's headship that just jumped out. Yeah, there's headship out here. There's professional energy, and somebody's done something with somebody's finances and things like that, and gave something, and there's a warfare. Headship is out here. Somebody's acting like they are something that they're not. It says in the state like, or according to someone else, or according to something else. A desire is out here. A liking energy also appears on that, and there's going to be a clarity of a mystery today in some type of a matter. Pick through my hands, Most High. I got a couple of baskets here if you are new. I just let the Most High just pick through my hands. And it gives me chills sometimes when he brings some things out, because he's just very profound. He warns us how to show up in the earth realm and have the right conduct to get the right outcome. And some things can be really, really hard to hear on some of these cards. Something connected to the dump yard, or maybe you're dealing, maybe you are drive a garbage truck or something like that, or whatever that means. Electric company. You work with electric here. You're being called out in this reading. Something about your mother or your mother-in-law is involved in something, or your kids-in-laws are involved. You want to flip that. It says a question. Somebody's worked something out here that's wrong around finances and stuff. It's upside down. There's something wrong because of some type of a courtship. Okay? Whether it's at work or not, somebody worked on something. The Most High says, have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as bread, and they call not upon Jehovah, and they're going to be in great fear, because the Most High says, I'm in the generation of the righteous. Okay, again, there's a warfare out here, and whatever side you're going to be in it, it's coming out. In-laws are out here. Okay, specifically your mother or your mother-in-law is out here, but just in general, in-laws are involved in some stuff. It says, whoso robs his father, okay, or mother, it says, or in-law mother and fathers. So y'all need to check your kids, because God keeps bringing it out. Talk to your kids. It's important. So whoever's the in-law and has done some crap, you need to talk to your biological kid and have their spouse checked out. For some cases, coming out that way in that energy. Whoso robs his father and his mother and says, it's no transgression, it's no big deal. The same is a companion to a destroyer. What did the other one say? Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty. And so a destroying energy is out here, and some type of nonsense is going on. Somebody's robbed somebody. And now the karmic activity opened up a pathway that's come out two different decks upside down, that's got death at the end of it, because destruction is here. And somebody ain't or did not wear their armor. It's death at the end of something out here. Somebody's in a really bad spot if they don't humble themselves today. So somebody's opened up a pathway, and now they got some companion here to some destroyer. The senator is coming out. Well, we have somebody in high place. Authorities out here. Like I said, governments, kingships, changing, removing things. God's going to reveal some deep secret things in the light, because he is the light, and allowing some collective people to know. Or you're a senator, you're upright, you got in-law kids and stuff, you need to do something, you're upright, then so be it. A celebrity, they also are celebrities, but just in general, there is a professional out here. Some type of pain and suffering has been out here attached to this situation, whatever it is for you, however you're interpreting it for your own life. For general energy that God's talking to many people in different expressive ways about. Last message, Yehovah, what do you want to bring up? We have the truth, the sword. This is the letter T. This is hitting the target. This is about malice and hatefulness, but it's also a victory rune as well. So something you could always say you might like to throw darts or something with a spear, or fishing. We got the fish here. Something could happen on a fishing trip or something. You know, those kind of whatever. I've never fished like that with those spear things, but it's coming through that way. Anyway, the letter T is out here, and the letter I, IT. Okay, we have electronics out here. Let the Most High bring it out. This is ICE. We got the police out here and stuff. We got the senator. We got something really big with those scales showing real big as well. Some type of clarity of mystery is coming out. Somebody's going to get a victory. It's also a victory rune. It's also a hateful rune in the negative. So there's some great big warring going on out here. And God said, if you don't humble yourself, it ain't good. There's destruction on it. Even if you made a mistake, if you don't humble yourself, you ain't going to find no mercy on whatever this is in a situation. Okay? So bottom line, it's going to go either way. Archangel Michael is out here to make sure that the truth, because the wheel's also about the truth. Somebody's exaggerated some nonsense out here and done some crap that caused some nonsense. If you don't humble yourself and let God lift you up, it's a whirlwind. And God says, I have my way in the whirlwind, and this will be scattered. Something will be known in a really big way, because we got celebrity energy out here around some stuff. All right, folks, let us always just be checking ourselves all day long. Just align ourselves all day long in situations, because the warfare is getting more intense in the earth realm, and we just really got to stay guarded in some stuff. This is high volume warfare going on in governments, even in a dimension that is affecting everybody. And so let us stand in the truth, because the truth is the only thing that'll cut the wickedness away. All right. I hope that y'all have a fantastic day, and I do plan on getting on today and doing some element sign readings, so stay tuned. If you are brand spanking new, just hit that subscribe button. I'm glad to have you. Until next time, guys, shalom, stay in peace.